So welcome back to the episode 2 of the Physical Master Race, where we look at the upcoming indie/digital only games that will be receiving a physical release for the PS4 or even for the PlayStation Vita. And I got a list. Holy shit, a lot of games has been announced and some of them also got released. And first up is a top-down small shooter called Tiny Troopers, already released on the PC of course and on the PlayStation Network. Now it also has been released for a physical medium with all the DLC and upgrades. Definitely check it out. And next up is Ziggurat, a 3D old school Doom Quake styled magic dungeon crawler loot grabbing shooter. Really weird. I actually bought it and this game is absolutely fantastic. Not only does it look good, it sounds good and it plays good. Has a shit ton of loot you can grab and it's just replayable time after time. This game is fantastic. Next up is a turn-based strategy game in the veins of Advance Wars, Chronos. Totally unexpected. I just saw a box art and just did some research and hey, yep, the game is coming out physically and it looks splendid. Another weird one is Agatha Christie's ABC Murder, pretty much in the vein of Broken Sword. It is a point and click based murder mystery where you of course have to solve murders. Dungeons 2 has been announced for a physical release by Calypso, and they also published Tropico 5 and Grand Age Medieval. It is a blend of the Dungeon Keeper style gameplay with a MOBA. It's really weird. Some say this game is great, some say this game is not that great, but the box art looks awesome and I definitely want to try it out. By the same publisher, announced a couple of weeks ago a strategy top-down kind of Dungeon and Dragon styled Blackguard Definite Edition, also available for the PC, now coming out physically for the PlayStation 4. Now they didn't specifically say that's going to be physically, but I asked them on Twitter and they said all of our releases are physical releases, so here it is, a physical release. Adam's Venture is, I think, also a point and click adventure published by Sudesco and is also available for the PS3 and the PC. I'm not really sure also for the Xbox and the Xbox 360, but it looks interesting and I'll be definitely picking it up one day. Now this is something totally unexpected, but almost every gaming site, even Amazon and PlayAsia, has this game at pre-order, but I just cannot seem to find an official announcement. Super Meat Boy is, I guess, getting a physical release. That's super cool. I remembered like 2 years ago, me and my best friend were watching a movie about indies, upcoming indie games, and one of them was Super Meat Boy. And you can also play it on the PSN. I got it for free with PSN Plus. The game is great, the box art looks great, and hopefully this is true. Super Dungeon Bros is also getting a physical release for the PS4. It is a top-down 4-player, I think, dungeon crawler co-op. Looks definitely cool, is definitely over the top, and I like the box art. This is kind of expected, but was never announced up until now. No Man's Sky is getting a full-blown AAA $60 release, physical release, and I'm not really sure if it's worth $60, but then again, all the previews are saying that this game is ambitious, this game is massive, it's incredible, and it definitely looks really good. Also published by Sudesco, Tokitori Plus 2 is already released here in Europe actually for the PS4. It is a 2D platformer with chickens or chicken eggs, whatever, and it looks really beautiful. Next up is the Escape Disc, The Walking Dead. I didn't really like the original Escape Disc, but hey, this is with the freaking Walking Dead, with guns, with zombies. I haven't picked it up, but I just saw it was 15 euros and maybe I'm gonna order it right freaking now after this video. And I'm definitely curious if I'm gonna like this game, because I really did not like the original Escape Disc. Insomniac Games, the developer of Ratchet & Clank and Sunset Overdrive, announced a publishing partnership with GameStop. So this game is going to be GameStop exclusive, small game that they are making for a physical release called Song of the Deep. And they're saying it's pretty much like a underwater shoot 'em up platformer. It's getting a physical release, only $15. But hey, it's only GameStop exclusive. That's really weird. But the box art looks pretty cool. The screenshots look pretty cool. And I'm definitely interested in getting this game one way or another. Now, of course, I have a separate section for my friends at Limited Run Games. They announced 4 new games to be released officially. And they actually said that 30 contracts has been signed for games. Holy shit, making Limited Run Games one of the biggest publishers for physical medium on the PS4 and on the Vita. That is just absolutely incredible. Last year, almost no one knew about this publisher, and now all of a sudden they are almost one of the biggest. Now their first one is Oddworld, New and Tasty Ape Odyssey, New and Tasty, coming out exclusively for the Vita with a limited run, only 1 print run. That's with Limited Run Games, only 1 print run. You definitely need to check out their Facebook, to check out their Twitter, to know when this game is coming out. These games are going to be really expensive later on in the years, but yeah, it's really cool that this game is getting a physical release. Up next is Volume, exclusively for the Vita, getting a physical release by Limited Run Games. Next up is Ike, a post-modern RPG for the PlayStation 4 and for the PlayStation Vita, getting a physical release by Limited Run Games. This box art looks so incredible. I cannot wait to pick up these games. But you know what I have with Limited Run Games? I do not want to open the case. I'll just be checking out when the digital game gets like a PlayStation Plus release or is discounted, because I do not want to damage the incredible value these games are gonna have. They are so limited in quantities that you just don't want to open it. Or if you buy 2 copies, then you can pretty much open 1. And last but definitely not least, something really unexpected but really great. I played this game for free on the PlayStation Plus. It was definitely cool, and it's really cool to see that a game like this is getting a physical release by Limited Run Games. They really do want to release everything physical. Future Iridium is getting a physical release for the PS4 and for the PlayStation Vita. Bam! The PlayStation Vita is getting a lot of love by Limited Run Games, and it should. The Vita is an incredible game system. Much better than the PSP, and it plays great, and it plays a lot better than all these mobile crap. So these were 17 games coming out for the PS4 and the PlayStation Vita. Holy shit, these are a lot of games, and this is just March. We are in March. There are so many months more for so many games to be announced. Holy shit, I am so happy that we're getting all those great games physically, so when the servers go down, they don't go into the abyss, into the past, and to be forgotten. And definitely leave in the comments below, which of these games are you interested in, or maybe you saw a game in this video and are like, hey, what the hell, what is this? Of course, go out on YouTube, go out on Twitter, and check out more information about all of these indies and digital games getting a physical release. Definitely check out Chronos. That game looks really interesting. Definitely if you love Advance Wars on the Game Boy, and I think the Game Boy, was the Game Boy Advance? I'm not really sure. It was on some sort of Nintendo handheld. Also check out my Facebook fan page and follow me on Twitter, all in the description below, and like always, you will see me next time.
I don't even know who she is and what she's doing in this weird world.